Shalom. This is Shalomar from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. First, I want to say call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Bakakwe Dash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, safety, much love, and blessings to the elect of Israel that consist of today you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So today is November 25th, 2020, year of prophecy. And tonight, and going until tomorrow, you got a lot of a lot of Israelites cooking Thanksgiving dinner, getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving, which is another wicked holiday. And even in the ancient days, the Lord, he hated our feast days because Israel kept going off. He basically despised our feast days. So we already know what this day represents. It represents when the so-called white man came over here to this land and he tried to be at peace. Well, the Native Americans, which is the tribe of Gad, tried to be at peace with him. And he basically took everything that they had and slaughtered all of them. Not all of them, but 90%, probably more than 90%. They say about 70 million, but it could clearly be more than 100 million Native Americans that were slaughtered and had their land stolen. So if you look at this picture, you see Gad and Esau. What Gad has? Gad has a pipe. They used to that was a symbol of peace. And what does Esau have? He got the damn sword in his hand, which is a rifle. He got a weapon. So what is he thinking about? I'm gonna get Obadiah real quick. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. Now it's talking about Esau. It says they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Man, why does Esau do the things that he do? Because he the goddamn devil. And you got a lot of Negroes out here, claiming to be Native American or saying that they have Cherokee Indian in their family, and they sit up here cooking Thanksgiving dinner, getting ready to celebrate. And they say it's not about that. They people say, well, it's about giving thanks to everything that you have, and you basically cooking a meal and giving thanks to the Lord for this and that. No, it's not about that. We have days set aside for that. We have high holy days. But the Lord, the Lord especially hates this day. This is a day that Esau set up to celebrate him conquering the Native Americans. Amos chapter 5, and I believe it's 21. It says, and this is the Most High saying he hate, Amos 5 and 21. He says, I despise your feast days. I would not smell your solemn assemblies. Because Jake used to have feast days back in the ancient days, and give sacrifices to the Lord. But the Lord wasn't pleased with it because Jake kept going off. So even if these were like holy days that was set aside, that the Lord was, he was fed up with his people, you can imagine how he feel about this day. He hates this day. He hate all of these holidays. And I feel the same way. I hate these days too. And the rest of the men that's putting in that's doing this work, that's sent to this truth. The men, women, and children. We hate these holidays. The scriptures say, learn not the way of the heathen. Jeremiah chapter 10 in verse 2, it says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." You know, hey man, we this devil done basically raped, robbed, and murdered all of Israel, and planted his laws and made up, satanic days on us. So, hey man, our people are just completely finished, man. Still celebrating these days. If you're a Native American and you celebrate Thanksgiving, man, you're gonna get destroyed. That's just complete. I don't even know I have a word for it. That's just you just dumb. That's just pure stupidity. But hey, Esau gonna get his because he came over here, and came on this land and stole everything, murdered the Native Americans, brought other tribes over here, and put them in slavery, and forced all his took away the history and basically changed everything, and forced his laws on the people, his language, his religion. So hey, Esau about to pay for everything that he did. As a matter of fact, Habakkuk chapter 2. Let me go up a little bit. Habakkuk chapter 2 and let me see, verse 8. It says, "Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, for the violence of the land and of the city, and of all that dwelt therein." So, hey man, the Lord is gonna, put the spirit on certain men, to Esau gonna be spoiled by him. It says, "Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil." Esau think that he gonna overcome the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but he gonna be destroyed in the process of thinking like that. Verse 10, "Thou hast consulted shame to the house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul." I want to skip down to verse 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity." It says, woe, that means destruction, man. Death and destruction for what you've done. Let me go up a little bit. Verse 6 says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a tunning proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay." Woe to him that increases that which is not his. You came up to this land, and you had a section where Gad actually gave you a part of the land to live, food and all of that, and that's where you celebrated Thanksgiving, for things that was given to you, and then you came and just stole the rest of it. Man, that's wicked as hell. But at the end, hey, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna end it with this. This is gonna be the real Thanksgiving right here. Genesis chapter 49 and in verse 19. It says, Genesis chapter 49 and 19, it says, "Gad, a troop shall overcome him." And that troop was Esau Edom. He came over and overtook Gad. But it says, but he shall overcome at the last. You know, Gad is going to rise up along with the other tribes of Israel. And, hey, man, the Lord is going to put the spirit on certain men and spiritual powers to overtake this devil. So, hey, like I said, that's going to be the true Thanksgiving. So it's nothing but, you know, bad things coming to Esau Edom, the so-called white man, for what he's done. So, hey, man, if you want to stay caught up with him, you want to continue to celebrate these holidays that this man has forced on our people and deceived us with. You go ahead. You're gonna get caught up with him, and you're gonna want to stay here in Babylon while the rest of us trying to get the hell out of here. And those missiles are gonna come and totally devour this place, and the Lord's gonna keep you here when it happens. So, hey, you know, that's just how the you know, that's gonna be the reward for what Esau Edom has done.